Alrighty, here we go. 1 week in to our Let's Create a $1 million brand, and it's been a really interesting week. So what has happened? So first of all, numbers so far is that I've just sent out 2 $500 invoices, so which is exciting, and that is for an event that's coming up in October. So excited about that. Here is the lessons that I've already learned. So I had a beautiful conversation with a client. That client said yes, then all of a sudden they had turned around and said no, that they're not going to go ahead with it. And the first lesson is about resilience, because what I have found in the past is that I normally would have gone, oh my God, what can I do? Like, really want to work with you. I would give them a discount, or I would add in another product or service. But what I've really started to embody, but also see also within myself, is that by doing that, I'm actually creating like this disservice. Like, it's almost like a distrust within the product and service, and also within myself. So I didn't actually do that this time, which, is a win for me. But also too, we can also go down the rabbit hole of like comparing ourselves to other people. So I can look at other businesses that are offering the same thing, for this product and service, and I can go, oh my God, well, they're charging this, they're charging that, they're doing this, they're doing that. But one of the key things that, I've been really cautious about when I'm creating the businesses is making sure that they align to who I am, because I really think that you are the voice, you are the business, you are the brand, and everything should be matching up to that. And there's nothing worse when you watch all these videos of people and then you think you know them, and then you get to meet them in person, and they're so completely different. So I've really been intentional to make sure that, how I'm showing up online, especially with all my businesses, that, if somebody was to meet me, the founder, in person, that actually all of that would match. The other big lesson is the undervaluing my experience. Now, a lot of people have come, and they've started a business, and they're discounting their own life experience. They're discounting, maybe their corporate career, and all of that has relevance, and that actually adds to your experience, your expertise, and also what you should be valued at, for your time and energy as well. And I spent 22 years working in corporate. I did lots of leadership roles, management roles, training, like a whole heap of different things. And, all of that expertise and knowledge is actually worth something. And a lot of people are going, oh, that's great, but like, what about mums? Like, they learn how to, plan, then they learn how to nurture, they learn how to lead. All of that actually is worth knowledge and experience, and should come with some sort of financial reward to it as well. So they're the two biggest lessons that I've learned this week. And, obviously not going down the rabbit hole. One key big win that I had is that I took 2 days to go through, and I have planned all of my events, and there's over 20 events, and they're online in-person events, that I'm doing for the next year. And what that has actually allowed me to do is to play around with the calendar and work in where there are months where it's too heavy, so that I don't get burnout, so that I actually feel that there's like a lot of fluid, and flow with it as well. But also too is that I'm not over communicating. So I've got time in my marketing to really effectively communicate those events, so that we're not overlapping. We're not trying to get, 10 people here, 10 people there in the same month, for events as well. So being very intentional with that, and it actually feels really good. This is the first time I've ever done it as well. So I would love to know from you, have you ever planned out 12 months, with your events with that as well? I would really love to know. And I'd love to know, like, what, even in like this last week in your business, what has been some of the aha moments as well? Because I think, you know, the more we talk about that, you know, the more that we can start, you know, building a beautiful community. And that's one of my biggest whys, you know, is, you know, building a community so that people don't feel alone in their journey as well. So yeah, drop some comments and let me know with it. But stay tuned for next week for the update of building a $1 million brand.